Wow, that was quick. That was quick. Hey, anybody there? It is it is Tuesday night. Perfect night here. No wind at all. So hopefully that will lead to good service, good picture, good sound. So when you get a chance, let us know. Maybe the lighting will be a little bit better. We got a little bit of ambiance lighting going on here. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good day.
Hi, Leonard. Let's see. Leonard Davis, Will Pena, Andy Linton, Keith Davenport, Scott Jacob.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Will. Dan Yotis.
How you doing, guys?
Larry Cole. Paul Simons Jr.
Cool. Excellent.
Hi, Andy.
How's the picture? How's the sound?
All right, there's that little mean face again. Who's doing that?
Somebody's doing a mean face?
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you,
Hi,
though,
Nancy.
huh? It's just the little
mean
like
thing
red
that floats up
face
there.
with the horns. I'm looking at the quail on the seed block out there. It's cool. Anyway, all right. So last night we had a really good signal. Seemed to work really well.
Tessa.
And maybe we've got this thing down, but I'm sure that will
That'll just screw it up.
that'll just mess us up for sure. So this is the last night that we're going to be here for a few days.
Sound video's good.
Excellent. So tomorrow we're on the road over to California, and if all goes well, we'll get out of here early enough, and we'll do a live tomorrow from Ryan's house. Hopefully Ryan will be my guest. That's what I'm hoping
Paul's
for.
from Massachusetts. Sound and video is great.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, a couple things I want to share tonight. First one.
You're yelling.
Huh?
You're yelling.
Okay, well, I'm not wearing the mic, so. Actually, I have to move that mic kind of back a little bit. So, I've got, let's do the sign carvers of the day first. Then I'll get into that. Some really great, what's the matter?
Well, you got me in between all this stuff, and anyway,
Are
go
you
ahead.
locked in? Oh, so, first sign carver of the day, Gary Zellner. This one's really, really neat. Kind of very interesting the way he did the background, torched the background, and all the little hearts.
Yeah, I don't think so, Tessa. Daniel Meadows, Hillbilly Dan checking in from Virginia.
Great job, Gary. Mark Nielsen. I like it.
Oh, this one we should just burn.
I like it. Mark Nielsen. Nice Scandinavian name, Nielsen.
Lon
Great
Orrick
job.
is here.
Hey, Lon from Canada.
Dave Stover, Lester Taylor, Norman.
Very well
Schonberg.
done, Mark. Love it. Bob White, one of his first signs, which is pretty impressive. If you look at those lines, holding a really good line with that router, Bob. Very nice for one of your first signs. Chuck Young. Chuck does some great stuff. Some logo signs.
Didn't we say we saw his yesterday or the other day?
Chuck Young?
He said he
I don't
sold
know, maybe.
a lot of the one of them.
I can't remember. But very nice, Chuck. Nice color on those too. Now this one's really special. I hardly ever print two pictures,
Hey, Aunt
but
Renee.
this one I'm hoping you can get. So this one is before I hand it to Vicky. He just David Martin over in Australia just lost his mother-in-law, and this was dated on 3/17. This is a tribute, 2 inches thick, and it's made out of New Zealand pine. Everybody at the funeral wrote a tribute on the back of it, and then David clear-coated it. But I don't know if you guys can see the detail on that thing, but it's incredible. David Martin is such a talented dude. David, you just knocked it out of the park, man. Beautiful, beautiful sign. David's done some really, really cool stuff. All right, so that is sign carvers of the day. We'll have some more tomorrow. Okay, so here, I'm going to do a little bit of a demo. I got an email from Pat Alito Jr. He says, how can I get a sharper line with the primer when I'm doing my layout templates? Am I too close, not close enough? Because some of the sides are very sharp, but some are not at all. Would like to avoid using using time to go over with a pencil and a Sharpie. Okay, so let me show you
Hi,
something.
Richard. Richard Barclay's here. Chris Miller's here.
Hey, guys.
Showalter. Jeff Barker.
Nice group. All right, so I have to, it's going to take me a second to set up here. I'm going to be spraying, and I don't want to spray Vicky's expensive tablecloth here.
My $1.99 tablecloth.
So, you guys may or may not have seen this. This is one of our standard layout templates. What's this one called?
I don't know. Mountain deer.
Mountain deer.
Tree
Something.
thing.
Mountain deer tree or something.
I'm not real creative when
Yeah,
it comes to
yeah.
names.
Yeah. Anyway, but this is laser cut out of birch, and every once in a while, this birch will tend to get a little bit of a bow to it. So what happens is, I have to stand up for
I'm
this.
going to try and zoom in. I hope I don't mess up the... I'm going to try this. Hold on.
Well, once I spray it, I'll hand it
just
to you, and
know.
you can...
If I
get
can get it to zoom, then we don't have to worry about it. Oh, how's that look, you guys? Look okay?
So I'm just going to spray this thing and show you what he's talking about.
Yeah, that stuff stinks.
Really?
Ugh.
So, I end up getting my hands a little black. If you look at that, I can hand it to you if you want to look at it closer.
You're good.
But what he's talking about, you can see some of the lines are sharp. Looks really good, but some of them over here are kind of fuzzy. Now, in this particular instance, even if you're just somewhere close to the line, it's going to be fine. But he wants a sharper line, so let me show you what I do. A couple different ways to do it. First of all, you literally can just hold it down, spray this part, and then you can move along and work your way over, spray this part, and then you can move over here. But I don't know if you can see that. See how it kind of rocks a little bit. That's the reason it's getting fuzzy lines. But here's another alternative. And I know I've showed this stuff before. This is like a roller adhesive. It's kind of like the big roller adhesive, the 3M stuff that I've got. But this is just a little miniature one. And I think this will work. Actually, I've never really tried it, but I think it will. You got to try and put it in areas that there aren't holes. This stuff, sometimes it... Did that go on there? Yeah, it went on there. That looks like it's working. Probably speaking too soon.
Hey, Ted Guerrero, how are you?
Ted Guerrero? How are you, sir? All right, so let's see if this works. I'll just put a little pressure on there, and hopefully that will stick that thing down. But it didn't stick it down there. I think it stuck it down in some of the areas, but it didn't stick it down there. Guess I should have practiced more. See, you got a little bit of a gap there.
It still keeps it from moving all over, huh?
Yeah, it does. That kind of holds it down and keeps it from sliding around on you. Feels like it's pretty tight over here. I don't know if you guys can notice, but when my spray can doesn't want to spray straight down, then I turn it up. I don't want to spray it toward Vic. Get it going again, and then it'll spray for another couple seconds. That's just a trick I learned about 45 years ago. Now let's see if that's a little bit better line.
Hi, Julie Harrison. It's not Julie. I know it's not her. Julie, it's Jason.
See, that's a much cleaner line, much sharper line. So Pat, that's what I would do. Either hold it down. Now, if it's close to the edge of a board, you could use a little clamp. That's one way to go. But then, oops. Sorry. Sorry about that. That darn gravity. Anyway, so you can see the difference between that one and that one. Now I've got black all over my bingos. So, that's what I do. I just kind of hold it down. Huh?
Stop yelling.
I'm yelling, but the microphone's clear over there.
Well, you don't think...
All right. That's my demo. I got my hands black, but anyway, these things are really cool. It's a neat little layout template that Vicky came up with. She's so artistic.
Right.
So, if you guys have questions on that, please let me know. That's as much as I dare do. Otherwise, I'll end up doused in this stuff. Besides, Vicky hates the smell of it. To me, it smells like money, but because I used to smell it after about 8 to 10 hours a day.
Dan Meadows says, what bit would you prefer to use with that template?
With this one, I would use a combination of, is that the sharp one? Yeah. I would use a combination of the carving liner bit and the profile bit. All the really tight areas, like down in here, down up here with the horns and these little areas, I would definitely use the carving liner. I would again do the really fine stuff, the really tight stuff with the carving liner. Then I'd go back and do the bigger stuff with the profile bit. Who's here?
Cocoa Bean.
Hey, Coco.
Hi, Bean.
So that's what I would do. I would do the tiny stuff with the... Oh, we got treats for the animals. I would do the tiny stuff with the carving liner, and it works great. And then the profile bit, and then anything that's left in here.
No, that's not the A template of the month. It's not, but it is on the website under miscellaneous templates.
Yeah, no, that's not the template of the month. We've had that for quite a while. We've got several different ones like that. Really popular. We sell a lot of them. Anyway, it's kind of a cool way to lay something like that out if you're doing a lot of signs that have to do with hunting and outdoorsy stuff and all of that.
Holy moly. Say hi to Richard Roberts.
Richard Roberts? Are you sure?
It says Richard Roberts, and I'm looking at him and Renee in the picture. Hey,
Richard. How are you? I just saw a Chevelle go by the house. A 68 Chevelle. Literally, it was crazy.
And he was drooling.
It's the first time I've ever seen that particular one.
How big is that template?
That template is about 4 by
5.5.
9.
9. Oh, better.
Yeah, it's a big one. We have several different ones like that, but yeah, you should have seen it, Richard. It was a great looking Chevelle. Not your 66. It was a 68, not like mine, but same year as mine. But I still have my 68.
It's a rust bucket.
It is not a rust bucket.
It's a rust bucket.
It is not.
It is.
Shut up.
Let's go take a picture of the floor of that
It's
sucker.
not a rust bucket.
Whatever.
This is Arizona. We don't have moisture.
Larry
it's not
Cole says the color of your hat's awesome. They're on the website.
Which one is it?
The blue one.
Oh, the blue one.
I love that color.
This is my favorite. I like this one better than the black. Anyway, all right. So, what else? Oh yeah. Speaking of vehicles, I just got my buddy Shane Hammer, who lives just about 15 miles that way, made something for me for my my new Chevy truck, which is not really a new truck, but it's new to me. It's my work truck now.
All right, we're going to go around here. All right, hold on.
So, I got my logo and my website on the back of the truck now. It's kind of cool.
I can't cover up the...
Can't cover up what?
Can you see? Oh, no, you can't see his car. It's in pieces.
Yeah, I'll show you my Chevelle. Actually, you could see it just slightly on Dad's senior moment when he was doing his walk around the property, but it's covered in tarps. So, but I've still got my 58 Chevy pickup. I've got my 70 that's in pretty good shape. That one is worth looking at. And I've still got my 68 Chevelle. Projects. My 70's almost done, though. It's getting close. Another 6 months or so, I'll have it done. then I can move on to one of the others. Anyway, so yes, Richard, I still have my 58 Chevy pickup. I still got my 68 Chevelle. Just not, neither one of them are running at the time.
Tessa says the bitch should be here Friday. I will let Rachel know because we won't be here. Danny Meadows said, need parts. I'm a he's a GM parts manager.
Ooh, I need to know him. He'd be a good guy to know.
He's funny to talk to. He'd
great be a good GM parts manager. Mm-hmm. I'm Chevy all the way, man. I know there's a lot of Dodge and Mopar and Ford guys out there, but I've always been a Chevy guy. Dad's a Ford guy. Dad he doesn't like anything but Fords.
I like my 300.
She's a Mopar.
She's not a Mopar. What does that mean?
Mopar. That's Chrysler products.
She's not a Mopar. She's a baby.
It's an old term. Mopar.
She's my baby.
Anyway.
She needs a bash.
Okay, so
Barry said I got my DeWalt router today. I can't wait to play with it.
What kind of which router?
She ordered the 611? Big 616 or 618.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a great router. Great router. So, questions? Anything I can answer for you guys? I should have put my gloves on, but so we're off to California early in the morning, and then we will be back. But you guys will be seeing. We're still going to do. We'll have tomorrow's video.
Dan Yoda says, "Come on, Eric. Honda is the way to go." LOL.
Honda.
Danny Meadows says, "I have a '58 Pontiac."
Oh.
Chieftain.
Chieftain. Yeah. Wow, that's a rare car. Very rare. I knew there were some car guys out there.
Gus says, yeah, I need a bigger router than my Palm Rigid. Jeff Barker says, was that double side sticky tape? Yes, it was.
Yes, it is. It's, what do they call it? Permanent adhesive, although I don't think it's not permanent. I don't think it's that permanent. But it actually works pretty good. Huh?
Can't you get that at the dollar store? Oh, we got it at Staples.
I think we got it at Staples. Yeah, I think so. It actually works pretty good. It doesn't work as good as the big roller one that I have, but that's a 1-inch wide strip. That stuff works really well.
Gus said I need a 69 SS Camaro.
Oh, boy. Mine's a 68 Chevelle. But
Bruce Peters says was a pickup guy, but I now have a car that I am loving, a 61 MPG.
Really? 61 MPG. That's a cool little car.
Keith Davenport said, tried my Menards Performax trim router tonight for the first time. Not bad, but I prefer my Porter cable.
Yeah, the Performax, I think that's kind of like an off-brand Menards. It's kind of like I don't know if it's like a Harbor Freight Drill Master or something.
Jason Harrison says, I have a classic Mini. Thomas Toten says, I have a 69 Corvette.
Oh, see, I knew there were car guys out there. That got the conversation going. I love cars.
Bob Rose says, I asked about seeing the car, not him. Jeff says, do you find after using that you get sticky stuff on your wood?
Yeah, there is a little bit of sticky stuff on here, but it sands right off. Or this stuff, you can actually just peel it off with your finger. But you know what? Before I ever carve something like this, I take my sanding block and brush, and I brush it off anyway, just to make sure there's.
Sanding block or you brush?
Well, both.
Oh.
Both. Yeah, and just to make sure that there's no sticky stuff on there. I do both, yeah. I hit it with a sanding block and then the stiff bristle brush.
Bob Rose wants to know, what was your first car?
My first car was a 67 Chevelle. I had it for about a year, and then I traded it in on a 68 Chevelle, and I still got that car.
My first car was the Pinto you bought me.
That's the first one you ever had, huh? Yeah, and then I still have the Chevelle, and then my third car was my 58 Chevy pickup, and I've still got that. So I just don't throw stuff away, I guess. I just don't. Yeah. Neither one of them have been running for a long time. Vicky's never seen the Chevelle run. The pickup, that's what.
I wrecked the pickup once.
Yeah, that's what sealed the deal with Vicky is my pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, That's a different story for a
Daniela
different
said,
time.
do you still clean your spray caps with gasoline?
Yeah, if you're using ink, the gas works for the ink. Not this would be just paint thinner, and these clog up every once in a while. But you can take them off and then soak them in paint thinner. I think acetone might eat the plastic, but if you soak them in paint thinner, then what I do is I take my compressor and then I blow it out from the bottom side, and seems to work.
Tessa says hers is a 69 Dodge Aspen.
69 Dodge Aspen.
Hi, Michelle.
Michelle?
Freeman Mackey.
Oh, okay.
What do you recommend for cleaning your router bits?
Okay, so I like a brass brush, and that's
Coco!
that's
Bean!
that's not Coco.
That's not Coco?
No, that's the next door neighbor.
The little girl next
The little
door,
girl
yeah.
next door. I like a brass brush and a Dremel. Works really well for me. And dipping it in water just before you do it. Be sure and wear safety glasses, obviously, because those little brass bristles will come out of there once in a while. And then if you don't have a Dremel on a brass brush, literally I just showed the other day just a hand brass brush and soap and water.
The size of that fly. Holy guacamole.
Oh, he's a big one. So just a brass brush and soap and water. You missed it.
He's huge, and I missed him by a mile.
He was laughing as he flew away.
Pam Berry says the issue I had with Rust-Oleum the other day was a bad can. I got a new can and it works better.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the nozzle, huh? Okay, good. I'm glad it worked. All right. Vicky says we need to wrap it up unless we got more questions or anything I can help you with.
Keith Davenport says first car I had was a 66 Ford Galaxy. However, first roadworthy car I had was a 74 Pinto station wagon.
Vicky, what was your Pinto? Your Pinto was like
it was a hatchback.
But what year? It was like a 72, I think.
I don't know.
I think it was 72.
I don't know.
Yeah. I actually changed the engines.
I used to drive around with my Doberman puppy.
Yeah. We got that thing dolled up at one point.
It was.
The body work done, a nice paint
then
job.
Then I got a
Ford.
Trans Am. Pontiac Trans Am.
There was Ford was before that, though, I think.
Ford?
I don't know. Yeah.
What Ford?
That big green one that I did a U-turn in Reno and got T-boned. You don't know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. LTD. Was it Ford LTD?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, but that was...
I don't know. I can't.
Anyway, my Pontiac Trans Am was my favorite. But Anyway.
Okay. We got way off subject.
I know, huh?
Start talking about cars.
Kevin Anderson, how often do you clean your layout letters?
Hardly ever, Kevin. I mean, when I was using them like every day, I would only clean them. And literally, I was using them every day when I was up in Oatman, using them 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. I'd only clean them every month or so, once a month. So, you can spray them probably 100 times before you start getting much buildup on there. If you're getting buildup faster than that, it means you're spraying too much. You're spraying them too heavy. So, anyway, okay. Vicky says we're out.
Everybody says have safe travels. Have fun. Safe travels.
All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. The Total Boat final video on the Total Boat sign should post tomorrow morning about 3:30 a.m. here.
Chris Fugit said, Eric, your Chevelle done yet? No, it's done. Maybe it might be done rusting by now. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not rusting. There's no rust on that car.
Oh my gosh.
There may be a little bit. But
oh my gosh.
No.
Okay.
That floorboard is solid. You don't know. You don't even look in there. Anyway,
there's bugs in there.
my Chevelle has got a ways to go.
Meg.
We'll get there.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, you guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.